And it's time to talk handball again, everybody, live from the media call in Budapest. And we have our pretty Avengers together here to talk you through this day. We have all the 4 teams here, and of course we have myself, Bengt, Kunkel, Anja, Althaus, and Martin Vilstrup. How's it going, guys?
Pretty well, pretty good, exciting.
Super excited as well.
Yes.
Finally here.
Yes.
Once again. Expectations are super high, but super happy to be here, and also another year with another surprises in the Champions League. So
yes,
let's see
totally.
what's in it.
I really can't wait to see what happens tomorrow, but I'm also excited to speak to the players and to listen how they feel. And let's see. I think we should start directly.
Speaking to the players is a good topic here, because we have our first guest in already, Kelly Doffer. Nice to see you. Nice to have you around. Over there is your microphone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everything should work right here. Kelly Doffer from Bietigheim. You are with us here today, and you guys are the big surprises of this EHF Final4. How does it feel for you?
Of course, we're really happy to be here. Yes, maybe we're the surprise, but we know that we can play really good, and we prepared all the matches really good. We know our level, and I hope we can make a surprise in the Final 4 again.
I was thinking about you experienced a lot with the national team. Never been at EHF Final 4 before. How crazy is it for you to be here, personally? For the team, it's also a big experience for you as well.
Yes, for me it's also the first time. For me it's a big experience. It's much different than, I think, a European Championship, because there is a...
I know.
We're just having a little Bietigheim party now. It's great, it's great.
No, but what I said, I think it's different, because in a European or World Championship you start all in the group phase and then it's all easy, and here directly it's the finals and it's big and everything, so much comes to us, and it's big.
What was different in this season? Because also the last season you performed very well, like everything was going well, but in one moment like check. So what was different this season? Like the mental part or the change of coach? What can you find a word for this?
I think we have learned also from last season. Last season we started also really good, and then there came a moment and we start losing everything. And I think this year there was also a point when we start losing again, but this year we could turn it.
I was on this point. Actually, I was thinking, no, not like last season, you know, but you really came up again.
Yes, because we end up 6th in a group, so we were again close to go out. But I think we could turn it now, and in the important matches we could turn and find the spirit, the team spirit back, and then now we are here.
That's amazing.
And we're actually joined by another Bietigheim player, Gabriela Moreschi. Nice that you're here with us. Thank you for joining us. Let's talk a bit about you and your season, because I've been looking up some statistics. 194 saves. That is top 1 of the entire tournament so far. What have they been feeding you so that you've been playing a season like that?
I have a really good defense, you know. But no jokes. I have, of course, a very good defense, and the girls help me a lot. We have a lot of agreements, and we follow very closely everything what we speak before the matches. So this helped me, of course, to achieve this, and also the team together. As Kelly say, we learn so much how to not go down in the moments that is difficult. So also in my part, I always had in mind that in the end we're gonna make it. So this helped me also to achieve this.
Yeah, and I mean, go ahead.
I was just thinking about, you said yourself that you lost a couple of games, and then you faced EHF and Odense, and you faced Odense before also, with a little bit of history. Yeah, and now we can laugh about it because it ended up very well. Is it also, although maybe people would like to call you the surprise, the underdog, is it also a team coming in with confidence, because you ended up being Odense and EHF, which are 2 pretty good teams, I would say.
Yeah, I think we have confidence to be here. To be here, you have to be a good team. I think no one expected us to win against Herning. Nobody expected us to win against Odense, and we did. I think also it's maybe a good role to have, that we are the underdog and you can play free. But what I said already, we are not here to participate. We are here to win, and I think we have big chances if we can play our level, and yeah, we will see. It's a nice role to have, I think.
Yeah, the underdog role for sure. I mean, on the other hand, like what is also when you're coming, it's everything. It's like wow. How was your wow when you arrived here? Because like it's different. You're seeing this before, but when you're finally here and seeing now what's going on, what was your impression?
Yeah, I knew how big it was, and as you said, we see for social media and stuff, but to be here and to be around the players and everything that is super well prepared here, it's another feeling and give me personally like more fire inside.
You have
I really like this.
You don't have been in the arena yet, right?
No.
So
Yes. So I don't know anything.
I remember the players like when we went in the new arena, like I saw the players like for the first time, and like it was even like players who was really experienced. They just was like wow walking around, you know. So it's really a different feeling if you're coming there, because you know there's history is written, everything. So I'm excited to hear what your emotion will be.
I can say by now that I will be very excited.
That's amazing.
And I mean, history is a good topic here, because I don't even know whether you guys are aware of it, how big of a thing it is that a German team is here today. Because no German team has ever made it to Budapest. No German team has ever made it to the Final Four. You guys are the first semi-finalists from Germany since Walle Bremen in 1994-95. No extra pressure here to you. But do you know about the situation for Germany and German handball as well?
We are both not from Germany, so we don't know so much about this history. But of course,
I know.
Yeah. But of course, it's we are really proud to be part of this team who reached this, and yeah.
Yeah, for 3 years we are building a really good, strong team. I mean, for 3 years because we were there for 2 years, but of course BTM has a history before. But for 3 years we are building and growing, so I'm very proud that we are here now, because I know how much it took from us to reach this. So as some people say sometimes, I was surprised for a German team. No, we work a lot, and we did step by step very hardly, and we work a lot to be here. So.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, if you're seeing how you're stepping up in the last year, it was really impressive to see. And for me as a German, it was really happy to see that the German team is coming. I mean, for the last years, there was like really a step, but always shortly before, like we were speaking, it went down, you know. So now seeing a German team, I think I'm very proud that, to have a German team here, because I think we are missing this on the international stage and also in this tournament. So it's really incredible to see you guys here. But how was your feeling from the media? Because me as a German, I also know like women handball and also like the Champions League is not like that. For example, like in Hungary or like in Denmark, like the support that you felt now in the last years, that your success stepped also up in the media something, or in the German media?
Like I say for myself, I see a lot that it grows, not so much in Brazil, because unfortunately we don't have a big support there, and I miss this a lot, and I have been saying this for some time, that the people don't take care so much of the Brazilians, because the media, the TV, they don't pay attention so much to handball. But I see in Europe that is, it's going a lot, and this helps a lot. It's going big and bigger.
Hey! Woo, Daddy!
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
You can always interrupt us for that.
We had that.
We can touch on Sunday.
We spoke about that
Yes,
earlier. If the players, if you want to touch it, or you're overthinking it, don't touch it too early.
We had last year this situation. We were speaking about this, and this was very interesting to see some players who came immediately like, "That's mine," you know, like, and some no, don't touch it, you know. So it's
I heard always it's bad luck when you touch it, so then you don't win it.
And
if you touch it before you.
And look at it. It's okay. Or
That's good. It's bigger than expected.
yeah, it is also
But
kind
fits
of heavy.
perfectly, huh?
Yeah, fits.
They're also big, so it
Fits.
One can grab it really well, and I think last year they just swang around with it when they played We Are the Champions here. So
I'm ready for it. It's okay.
Well, to my time there was this other one. Like this was a little bit more complicated to hold. I think this one it's much better to to swing around.
But Kelly, actually, for you, I'm super interested because you just said that you're not from Germany, but from the Netherlands, and you are a big part of the Dutch national team as well. There is some kind of big tournament coming up this summer for you as well. When is your focus switching? So do you even have time at all to relax a bit and calm down after this weekend until the focus for the Olympics starts?
Yes, there's a big tournament coming, but for now I'm of course focused on the Final Four. But after I have 10 days holiday, and then we come back with the national team together, and we have some preparation, and then there's the next tournament. So yeah, I have 10 days holiday, and then we go on. But it's a nice summer. I'm really looking forward.
Where are you going to for holiday?
To Split. To Croatia.
Ah, cool. That's nice. That's nice. Your go-to vacation destination? Because I mean, Brazil sounds kind of unfair.
I'm going to Brazil with my family because I'm not having so much time during the season, or no time at all. So I go there a little bit, and after we gather with the national team in Rio. So it's not bad, I would say.
That's not a bad place. Not at all.
No,
but
not
10 days, it's already luxury in the Olympic year. I must say, like, usually you're not getting so much free time. I think 10 days is already like...
Yes, I can be happy with 10 days. And in
Totally,
between the
like,
preparation,
yeah.
we also have some free days spare. It's okay to give some rest in between. So,
That's
it's
amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
While I was preparing also for the interviews, I saw that you were also making a little bit of video analyst and statistics. And is it an event where you kind of can overthink it and prepare too much, or do you just do regularly what you normally do and prepare yourself like always?
It's like always.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like, I'm the kind of goalkeeper who don't like to overlook so much, and they sent me a video last week with 20 minutes of one player. I say no, this is not okay. In a minute 5 you start to wonder like, okay, she changed her. So we're just preparing normal together with the goalkeeper team and the stuff. We are doing the normal routine that we have and not going over the line because also against ICAS and Odense it was a normal preparation and just what I normally do.
Because sometimes it's probably also going with the timing and the feeling within the game, so you can prepare yourself. But once you have a feeling that maybe Kelly says something about a player and you also feel comfortable, then you can change in the game also the tactics.
Exactly. Yeah. And like this kind of level, the girls they study also the goalkeeper.
Exactly.
So for me, I don't go by the book, and I see when they change. I
Don't say too much.
Yeah, they know it. They know
All right,
it.
Kelly, can you leave for a second? Tell more.
But we know in the Champions League that they are looking, that they're studying me, and I know this. So I'm also studying them to be prepared for everything. But in the game goes with the feeling, and we have our agreements also in the game. We say. We change and we just look at each other and we change, so that's good.
Sometimes I give an angry look. And
I'm
The
doing the
angry
same.
look.
The angry look. But I think like seeing you like also in the season, you're like also a goalkeeper who lives from these emotions, like which is give you extra push. And I think there where you feel like this was my impression from you watching you, because like really had some match of the weeks where I just saw you and I just felt your fire, you know, like and this emotions, which is helping you like incredible.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I enjoy the moment. I love to play handball, so for me it's of course tactics, but it's a lot about feeling.
Yes.
So I like to play and to do the mental game, and it's not fake it. I really just do it, and sometimes I do it too much, and the girls say like, Gabi, I say, in the game I didn't care. So
It's the Brazilian mentality. There's a lot of goalkeepers that are showing the emotions also and how.
No, but you know, actually, like as a player, like I mean, Kelly, you can say like if you
Anja,
have, like,
I
a
need to
crazy
say,
one,
Anja,
in front,
you need to keep it short because the other journalists they are waiting.
we want to keep them here. You know, like, I think
yeah, of course.
No, but actually, as a player, it's more difficult if you have some like this emotional goalkeeper in front of you, like because you never know what happened. Like you can prepare whatever you want, but if it's like crazy, Gabi, like I'm jumping on you,
But it's also nice to have this behind you, because sometimes I score a goal, I run back, and she say like to me like, "Come on, be a little bit more Oh yeah.
She run back like she did the worst thing in the world, and I'm like, you just scored a really nice goal. So I try to push her like, come on, Duffer, let's be happy.
But should we worry for tomorrow with your voice? You lost your voice somewhere.
Already for 3 months.
Really?
For 3 weeks I'm like this, and I think I don't know, my body is not ready for the summer or something. I don't know. It's not used to anymore. So I apologize for this. My voice. I'm
No,
normally
it's
not.
lovely.
All good. But
I'm
we're
not
hoping.
like this. I swear. So, but yeah.
So a lot of screaming and you just keep it this
Yeah,
weekend
the
going.
girls ask me a lot of party. I said no, I wish, but no, just a lot of handball.
Body not ready for the summer, but we're hoping that your body is ready for the weekend because, Bietigheim will need you. Whole of Germany will need you to.
The body's fine, I promise, but just
Cool.
the voice that is
Sweet.
away somewhere.
Then I would say thank you
of
guys for the talks and best of luck for the upcoming matches. It will be some tough ones, I promise you that. But you know about it.
But for
Thank
the
you very
opponent
much.
as
Enjoy
well.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but
I will.
best
I
of luck.
promise. Thank you.
Best of luck.
Sweet, cool.
Thank you.
Alrighty, yeah. Well, no, all good.
I love it.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you. Yeah, well, the first talks and they were great already. So great guests, and you can really feel how Bietigheim is burning for this Final Four.
I love them, like the emotions and the happiness,
Absolutely.
you know, like this, what you can feel. I mean, over the years, what you have the players who are used to, you know, their experience, they know exactly. But now this emotion, I think this is exactly what we love to have, you know. So, and I really love this energy right now.
But also that they said that, okay, we're here and everyone wants to put the label on them, the surprise, the underdog, which they probably are, but they're not here just to be here. They're actually here to participate as
Yes.
well. I like the mentality about it. Of course it is. Every sport player is competitive, but also they're not just satisfied about being here. They have a role to play, and it seems like they feel comfortable in this underdog role to surprise, because with the predictions, I saw your prediction, myself also, we don't predict them to actually have a chance. Okay.
You didn't predict them to have a chance.
I don't think they're gonna win against Metz, to be honest. It's not like that I expect that Metz just gonna run them over, because Bietigheim is not a bad team. Let's not forget about that. But it's I like the mentality about being here.
I don't know. I think we had. I don't know if we had to talk, but usually also last year, like on the men Final Four, I'm really like more for the underdogs. I don't know. There's maybe the man-woman mentality a little bit different. Like also from this wow effect, like everything when you saw now the first underdog teams which came to the women Final Four, there was like this wow shock, like what's going on here,
absolutely.
you know. On the men's, it's a little bit different, you know.
True.
So from that point, my prediction went like that. I'm not in the women's bet or going on the underdogs, but I'm open to get surprise.
Exactly.
Definitely, you know.
And my feeling is sometimes when I'm here, I just expect something crazy or wild to happen. I don't know how or which team that will surprise, but something crazy will happen.
And this is where we can ask you guys out there as well. That camera, where we can ask you guys out there as well. We have a chat here, so we are reading your messages. Whenever you have questions for the ladies that are joining us today, then just feel free to drop them into the chat, and we will be happy to answer them for you, or let them be answered for you. But yeah, what are your predictions for the first semi-final? Bietigheim against Metz, because Bietigheim is the underdogs, but I personally feel like they became confident in the underdog role, and they became confident throughout the group stage, because they were on the edge of being knocked out again, but bounced back from it, and against EHF they were the underdogs, against Odense they were the underdogs, so they know how it feels.
But I think also like this, what they say actually, they really in the last years they really stepped up. They really make a great project there, and Markus Gaurisch was making a great job before. Then he stepped out, and now came also a very experienced coach like Jakob. He won. I won together with him the Champions League. You know, so it's like he also know like maybe the little piece of to bring insight. Maybe he found the right way. To this what was missing also in the last years. This from the confidence, or maybe there where they was hanging, where they went down. So to bring it up, and maybe he can help with his experience.
Obviously they found something, and also the experience. It's the small details that's going to decide the outcome. Nobody expects them to win against EHF. Nobody expects them to win against Odense. We have the same situation here with Metz, so probably we're gonna sit Sunday and say, yeah, nobody expected them again, and then the crazy thing will happen. But yeah, let's see. They definitely have a chance to do so.
Komm
Come on in.
Komm rein.
Come on in.
Komm zu uns. Freue mich, dich zu sehen. Hallo.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, Martin.
Bengt, hi.
Hey.
Schnapp dir ein Mikrofon.
Cool. And then we are having our next guest here, Anja. Just grab your microphone over there. And we have just been discussing about the upcoming match for you guys tomorrow. Are you guys accepting the underdog role?
Yeah, we accepted a really tough match, and we are really happy to be here. It's really crazy for us because we have a long time in January, February. We're not playing so well, and I think it's surprising for every handball fan. So I hope it will be a great time, great weekend for us.
I have a statistic for you. 4 times Bietigheim played Metz. 4 times a clear loss for Bietigheim. Why is it changing this weekend? What's your match plan for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we have a really good development in our team, and also with Jakob and the work from Markus Gaugisch before. And we know Metz from the preparation every summer, and these games we won. So I think they take not so easy with us, and I think we play the same system a little bit, good defense, good counter, and hopefully good goalkeeper performance on our side. And I think it will be a tough, tight match.
But it was the same statistic with Odense before you played against Odense also, and Odense got knocked out. So true, exactly. But do you feel like the underdog role suits you better than, for example, let's say Metz? They won the French League and the Cup, coming here as number 1 in the group phase. Like maybe the pressure is more on them actually to come through to the final.
Yeah, I think the pressure is on Metz because we are. I think the special the experts see us on the 4th place, then it's really okay. And Metz has really good players from the Danish team and France team. But we have a good mix and good harmony in our team. And I think it's nice to have the underdog position too. So I like it, and I think for us it could be good.
You don't have pressure.
Yeah, and don't have pressure.
Exactly. Just like I'm really happy to have you here, because like we were speaking before, also like that is the first time that the German team actually make it, which is history, like to the Final Four. And also like for you have an amazing year. Like now with the national team, which is like really going this way, you make it to the Olympic. You're going now as the first time. How you feel like about, because you're German now, because like we had your teammates which are, but you as a German, how you feel about, because when you're seeing the history of right now women handball in Germany?
So I'm really proud, really proud. It's now I'm 35 years old, and for some years I can't imagine that I reached the Olympic Games and the Champions League Final Four. It was so far away. And for the German women handball, it's so important to reach this Final Four. Of course, we won the European League for some years, but this is special. This is another way, another level. And I think we are on the really good way in Germany.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just said before, like I'm really proud to see it, because it's really deserved, and we was waiting for it, like that it's happened. Yeah. But you're in Bietigheim very long time now. How many years you are? 9. So you are actually make from the ground the process up. Yes. So you could feel that this will happen, like, because last year it was always like stucking. I hope that will be happen. But last season we have also a really good first matches in Champions League. We stay on the first place, and then we have our bad time like this season in January and February, and we don't reach the quarterfinal with only missing 1 goal. It was really hard, and this season it seems it goes the same way, but we fixed it good in the 6th place. But then I think it's a really great comeback from us, and
yeah, and then when you saw the quarterfinal or the match against ICAS, and okay, now we are ready. We are focused on 60 minutes, playing smart handball and clever handball, and going really fast break, but not in a stupid way, and yeah, less mistakes, and that is why you are winning final matches.
Good question here from the chat. Not talking about number 6, but number 5. Why always number 5 for you?
I love number 5. I have it when I was a young player, and I had the possibility to have it in the other club I played before, only so for 9 years also, and yeah, I like it. It's not a really special history after this, but I have one uncle he makes when I was a small kid. So high five, give me high five. Maybe this is the way. Yeah.
This would be nice.
There's also a question in there how they prepared for tomorrow to play in front of the huge crowd, because Anja also asked Kelly and Gabriela about getting into the arena and actually seeing it, how big it is. Has it been something you spoke about within the team, that entering the arena, the crowd, the big experience?
I think that will be really special. You can't prepare for this. I think when you never play games like this. Of course, I think the best way is a little to enjoy it also, and stay focused. So we have playing really much matches in the national teams with a big arena, but this will be special. I hope it will be a good feeling, but not this nervous one. The good feeling, and use it for the match.
How many people come from Bietigheim?
I think 200 maybe. I hope. Yeah, we sell 150 cards from the club directly, but some other people and friends will come. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Then we gotta have a look at the time. It is 12:30 already, so that means your media call time is over. But anyways, thank you for joining us, and thank you for being here with us. And best of luck for the match tomorrow. It will be a historic one for German handball.
Thank you so much.
Viel Erfolg.
Wir sehen uns später.
Gucken wir mal, ne? Let's see. That's how she said goodbye to us. So, what are your feelings after the interviews? Where are the chances for Bietigheim?
Well, I love the energy. Like I'm saying this again, I really feel that they're really okay with this underdog role. So and
we're live right
if
now.
You want, just come
you can come in just to say hi for a second.
If you want to come in and give me a hug. Hello.
Good luck for tomorrow. Xelia Smits just coming in, giving you a hug. Special relationship between the two of you?
Well, she came actually when I was playing in the national team. To the end, she came as the young one, and I was always I took the young ones always under my hands, and I was always taking care of them. So and also when she went to Metz, we spoke before, even if we are not always in contact, but all the girls knows if they want to ask something, they can always call me. I'm not telling them how things are beautiful things. Of course there comes challenges, I'm just sharing this with them and kind of. Automatically you get a special bond, and we are all the time seeing each other on the big stages, and I'm really, really proud of her. Now also she became the player of the season in Germany, and the way how after she came back, this difficult shoulder surgery, and every handball player knows the shoulder is one of the most tricky one if you make surgery, and the way how she is, I'm really, really proud of her.
I was about to say also one of the key players, and also as you said, awarded player of the season. I think top scorer also, if I remember, for Bietigheim as well. In general, she played really well, and also one of the players that been at an EHF FINAL4 before, so she's gonna be
but
super
also
important.
I think she's very, very important also in the defense. I think you can see what is due to a player. Also when you speak about this German mentality and everything, when you just went out, the confidence which she get, what she learned also from the defense tactic and everything, the influence of the French system and everything. It's you just can see on her how she grow, and I'm really I'm exciting to see all the time how much she's stepping more up, and also in the national team the role she's taking. She's a player I'm really, really proud of.
To me, she's the most important for Bietigheim at the moment.
Yes,
so,
for sure.
It's going to be important for her to deliver also if they need a chance against Metz.
Yeah.
Let's switch the focus away from Bietigheim and let's take the time that we have until Esbjörg joins us for talking a little bit about the event, about what happens here in Budapest, because, Anja, you know best how it is to lift such a trophy.
Well, just enjoy the moment. I think really sounds so weird all the time to enjoy, because in the moment you are there, you are not thinking on this because you're in kind of a tunnel. And to be honest, I really start to see the tournament after I stop my career and I start to working with you guys, and I'm seeing what's actually happening, because you're making these media calls, you're doing these things, but kind of you're all the time in the tunnel. And afterwards I start to see, this is happening here and this is happening here. I did not even notice, but actually I think this is an event where it's for everybody just worth to come at here, really. It's because so much is going on, but also this what happened inside in you have this one game tomorrow.
Yeah.
You have this one chance, and there's no other. You have this one thing. So how you prepare? You have to be easy. Everybody tell you, relax. Everything will be okay. Or be focused. And then you have your own thing what is going on, and that's why you need if you have a great teammates which you're holding this together. I have amazing stories what we was doing here with Vardar, and trying to do things, and even then it didn't work. It goes down, but then you have to step up for the next game again because you don't want to go as a fourth out. So it's really emotionally what's going on here.
I am keen to hear about your emotions as well, because you said that you are super proud of Bietigheim being here as a German, and them being the German team being here for the first time in 29 years that a German team reaches the semi-final. But when you ended your career in 2018, you lifted a trophy with Gjør.
Yes.
So who are you supporting this weekend?
This is actually very tricky. First of all, I learned since I was with the EHF, I say I have to be neutral as Switzerland. I remember my first FINAL4, where I was not player, where I was behind the scenes, and I was sharing completely for Gjør, and people came, Anja, you cannot do this, so I'm actually trying also with this predictions as expert, I'm trying to hold myself back, because I have a fight inside in me, because I will forever be on Gjør, because this is where I stopped my career, where I had one beautiful year, from the fans, from everything, and I'm very sorry that I went too late to Hungary, to be very honest. And this what Gjør give me, I can never pay back, from this emotions and this to finish my way on this thing where everybody dream of, So of course I'm always with Gjør, kind of. But on the other hand, yes, I'm very proud to have a German team here, and also especially for players like Anja, like Xenia, which really work hard, and But they're kind of neutral and try to say the best have to win, because it's depends. But my prediction was Gjør, and I'm still holding to this.
All right, then when we are at predictions, so when Gjør is winning it, it's clear that they are going to make it through to the final from your perspective.
Yeah.
In the other semi-final, Metz against Bietigheim, who's gonna make it? Metz. All right, so we have 3 different final predictions sitting on the couch here, because the two of us, we've been talking about it on Monday in our podcast. So you put Metz against Esbjörg in the final. I put Gjør against Bietigheim into the final.
It's getting so interesting.
That will be interesting. But I mean, in between the two of us, there's a bet for a soft drink.
True.
Do you want to join?
Sure.
Cool.
And a push-up.
Only
one. But you can skip that one.
I cannot push up my shoulder.
Yeah, of course, it's the shoulder. It's coming out of the chest.
It's tricky to get back right.
Every handball player can relate.
Even to the end of the career, I never make push-ups anymore.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
Yeah. And I mean, one has to say here as well that we will see a debutant in the final, because Bietigheim has never made it so far, and Metz, they always failed to make it past the semi-final. So whenever they were in Budapest, they ended up being third. But Martin, you predicted them into the final as well. Why are they gonna break the curse this year?
With Metz?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, to be fair, we spoke about it. We can speak about having an easier semi-final. I don't think anything is easy whenever you are in the semi-final at the EHF FINAL4. But before the draw, I would say that Metz are happy about with Bickenheim facing them, and they won the French league over Brest last week or 2 weeks ago. They won the French Cup also. Against Dijon, if I remember correctly, or something like that. And it's a team with the confidence. They won the group stage against Chesem Bucharesti. They also won it. And last year they didn't make it with the quarterfinal, where they won with 6 goals in Hungary and then lost with 7 in France. So, well, I think this year's been totally different. And also Buktit on the line player, I think she's been unbelievable. Not only for Metz, but also for the national team. I think Christina Jørgensen also been playing. And the connection between the two of them is also Sako on goal. I think there's a lot of... Sako is also...
She can be really...
She will be important, and also they have Camille Deboussé if Sako don't deliver, but I think Sako been unbelievable this season. So obviously we're gonna sit here and talk about all the positive things about Bickenheim can do it and Metz can do it, but I think Metz in general just been outstanding this season, and they won the domestic title, domestic cup, and now they are here, and they are hungry for a final.
I'm also from Metz, I'm curious to see, because they was really working hard to come back here, and I think also when they was here, they was not that satisfied, and they have also this mentality, and also when I saw the president before, he was finally we are here, they were. I just felt this energy. Now it's our time, so kind of. You have the energy from the underdog, which let's see what will happen, and then you have this energy. They are putting the pressure on them. They want this too much, so...
And that can be a little bit dangerous.
You're back! Hello!
Yeah. Cool. You're back. We have Kaya Kamnielsen here with us.
Kaya just flying in and here I am! Here I'm back! I love it!
Is that a special story between the two of you? Or?
No, but we have it already.
Last year?
Yes, last year we had a really lovely talk. It was so lovely and so funny. So so that's why you just could wait to come to us, or?
No, I hoped I would come to you guys.
Yes, of course.
Because it's so funny.
This is the best part, or not? Best part of the FINAL4 is to come to talk to us.
Yeah, it's relaxing. Funny talk.
Exactly. Now you have the sofa like this.
Yeah.
So.
Just like that. So
why are you sitting in this chair, not the...
Well, I don't know. They put me down. I don't know.
Yeah, because the queen deserves a special chair, you know.
But the queen should the queen not sit a little bit higher, this? I feel like.
Sorry,
there's room for development for next year.
Take care of everything.
But so I'm closer to you, girls. So which is most of them. Now, if you get another guest, if you see somebody of your teammate, just call them in. So you know how it's
they are talking with everyone. So.
All right, so it's time to switch it over here to Team Esbjerg. You guys are in the semi-final for the 3rd year in a row. So at first, congratulations for that. Why are you going to the final this time?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of people expected us to do it last year, and we didn't. So I don't know what to say. I don't know. I think it will come down to the small games in the game tomorrow. It's 2 very good teams. They have they have a lot of good players. So I think it's difficult to say that it will be namely this or this or this. But I think it's an overall experience of the game.
Did you had something after the last year? Did you make analyses about this? On what was the problem? You was not holding the game plan, or Did you analyze it after, so to not make it this year the same?
It was a tough loss last year, and we were going back home to Denmark for the national championship as well. So there were also some difficulties about that. We should prepare for that game when we came home, so we didn't actually have that much time to look on this tournament, which actually a little bit sad, but that's just how it was. But now it's a new year, and we have been learning all year and try to learn from our mistakes last season and try to develop an understanding of
what we want to do in the games and where we want the shootings and how we want to move the ball through the field. And yeah, so we have been evaluating a lot throughout the year.
No, Kaja almost said it herself, because we were on the same flight and we spoke about the difference between last year and this year is that they already won the Danish championship, which last year you had a game, you had the Final Four in between the Danish championship, so that obviously can change your focus more and only focus on the Final Four. But on the other hand, I was also thinking about unbeaten in Denmark, won the Danish league, won the Danish cup. It's also a team that's coming with a lot of confidence compared to Kjør, who didn't win the league, didn't win the cup. Actually was the only undefeated team in the Champions League, and then lost 2 games, 1 draw, and then Vipers. So I would in some way also say that Esbjerg is coming in with a lot of confidence.
Of course, we have a lot of confidence, but it's 2 different tournaments, so it's hard to compare. Of course, it's we had a very good semi-final. We had a lot of profiles out, and we still managed to win against EHF, that has played a very, very good season in the Champions League as well. So yeah, of course we have a lot of confidence, and we should. It's the Final Four, and it's difficult to come here, and it's big for us to be here. And of course, that we are undefeated in the Danish league is also huge, because it's so hard to play the Danish league.
And I mean, let's talk a little bit about another topic, because if we're looking at your coach's position, there has been steadiness for 7 years now for Esbjerg, but there are about to be some changes here. You know the coach from Esbjerg, from the national team as well. Is it weird playing under Jesper Jensen just for one last weekend?
I don't know if it's weird. I think it's special. We want to send him off good and hopefully with another trophy. But yeah, we try to keep the focus on the games, and then we take everything afterwards. He's an emotional guy, but but he has actually been keeping it quite good until now. So I hope that he can focus throughout the weekend as well.
Hello. So you have some special moment with him now when you're thinking back? Like you have some story which you can share?
Some funny stories
about
Jesper.
Let's at first say hi to Sanna here as well. Hi Sanna, nice that you're joining us.
Nice to have you here. Funny story from
Besides
Jesper.
him crying and being emotional.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, he's crying on the television all the time in Denmark. So
Yes. He's an emotional guy.
So come on, shoot one funny story what you can share.
He's not training you after this weekend anymore anyways.
No, that's true.
he's becoming an old man. He's has back pain all the time, and yeah.
But he still wants to train with us.
Yeah, I saw that he's been training with you.
Really
So he's playing football, or he's like
No,
he's training, like he's training
yeah.
handball. So he's making the training with you.
Yeah, because we are not so many players.
Sanna, can you
That's because
put
he
the
wants to
microphone
play
a
with
little
us.
closer?
Okay.
That's
But do you take it? Do you taking the chance to really give sometimes, like, because I remember when Ambros in Gjør, he was playing with us football all the time, and when he came, I always make like bam, you know, like so. If
You do it, yeah.
Yeah, of course. If he's participating in the training, of course he's getting it everything. Also because he likes to make trick shots and be like, I can play.
He can also
many
be a
fancy.
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's the multi-tool.
He actually can do everything.
Yeah.
He's
actually pretty annoying.
So this
fair
is the annoying part. Like then we are just hoping that he's failing and then he just can do it.
I would say let's release Kaja here, because you have been spending quite some time with us. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
It has been great talks with you, but the other journalists are keen to starting their talks with you as well. So that's why we would say thank you there. And yeah, Sanna, you are facing your twin sisters team in the semi-final. What was the last message that you guys shot on WhatsApp?
On WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Whatever messenger you use.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use WhatsApp, yes.
Okay.
We actually talked about when her child is coming, so I think we'll meet her.
Nothing special.
So you don't have like an intern like this, like something between you, like sister, like you playing something against each other. So nothing talk
No.
about that.
No, we try not to talk too much about handball here.
Okay.
Or of course it's handball, but not about the match.
It's not like
But-
I will save your ball when you're shooting or something.
Absolutely not.
But I was more thinking like, it's you've been here now it's the 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
The 2 previous year haven't gone as you planned. Maybe how. And we also spoke with Kaja about you won the Danish league, which you didn't last year, compared to having the focus. How motivated, or can you put in like hungry are you to actually become better than 4th? You know, actually to win it
we
also.
are very motivated because we were not happy about the results the 2 last years. But we know it's going to be really hard, and maybe about the mindset and mental game in this game, because it's 2 good teams. But I don't think they're really good, but they didn't have the results they want to have this year. We actually did, and I think we are in a good place. So it's not like it's impossible to beat them now, like you maybe thought before. It will be a really tough game, but I hope that we can do a little better,
But
and
this-
that we are in a better place now.
But this is also something where you can maybe have advantage, because like when something goes in a team like wrong, things goes wrong, and like some things you always hope that this don't go out, you know, like, but always everything goes out. Now the season of Györ was really not that good. You know, like it was like special, like with the coach and
Yes,
everything. And
yes.
I listened to some story, but there you have also more insights. You know, like actually, like is this something where now this is the point I'm seeing them? They're like going down mentally, or we are more confident.
Yeah. At least we are more confident about what we were before, I think. But I can't say how we are compared to Györ. But yeah, they got a new coach. They can go both sides. They can do better. They can be a little more
Can be a
insecure
pusher,
about how is the new coach thinking about me and all this stuff. So yeah.
This is the mental game what's
Yes.
going on. Yeah.
I was also thinking about that Esbjerg and Gyør are definitely the 2 most experienced teams, you know, with the players within the team that's been here, you know, more than the players from Metz and also, of course, Bickenheim, since it's the first time here. Do you do anything different or learn anything specific compared to the other years, and that you've been here so many times before, you know, because we spoke with Bickenheim about them entering just the dome and seeing, you know, how big of an arena, the small things, you know, because against Gyør it can be the small details.
Of course. Yeah, and like you said, we've been there a couple of times before now with this team, and experience will always help in these kind of matches. But then in the end, it's all about the details. Who will see who will win, and I think we're so close, but so are Gyør.
But how are you feeling? Like, you've been playing a lot of matches with the national team and also with Esbjerg.
Yes.
It's just like,
Of course, you will be a
finally
little
here.
nervous, but I think that's a good thing. And I'm just looking forward. It's so cool to play in an
That's what you train
arena
for.
like this.
Yes,
So
Yeah.
exactly.
this is what we train for.
So you have some special rituals, like something for you, what you have to do, like before the matches or a day before or something?
No, it's more about the routines. Maybe need to wear this sport bra, for example. But yeah,
This kind of small thing. So not super superstitious.
No.
Okay.
But when we're talking about preparations, then especially after a season like that has been super successful for you guys, it is one last highlight. And yeah, how did you guys prepare? How did your last week look ahead of this tournament? So when did you guys get here, and how did the days before look like?
We get here yesterday. We had a good travel, and we also had the whole week to prepare. Like we win the finals in 2 matches in Denmark, so if we needed to go out in 3, we needed to have a game on Tuesday. And that's also what happened the last years. I think that we have games the same week as Final4, so I think we are in a better place now, only because of this, to have a little more energy and feel more recovered about playing these games. Because it takes a lot to play 2 games, 2 hard games on a weekend.
Also mentally, like the pressure which you're having.
It's a lot of pressure.
Of course.
But how does a typical pre-day look like for you and for Esbjerg in general? What's the Friday before the semi-final? I can see a lot of people are asking in the chats, how does a day before the match look like? Do you go training, stretching, gym, whatever?
Yeah, we have handball training.
Okay.
Yes, and some maybe need to do their preparation about strength. Maybe they need to like push some weights, hard weights, just to feel like, okay, I'm there
pump.
now. Yeah. But that's more individual.
You're the person who need to pump up, or no?
It will automatically get there whenever you enter the arena, then it will be there also.
Cool. I think the other journalists are waiting for posing some more questions to you, so that's where I would say thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Lykke til.
Cool. You always need to show off with your local skills.
Nice
Lykke til.
can a little bit of different language. That's the
I didn't
only
know that
things
we are doing this, so I should also start with this.
No, but you did a lot of German earlier. I don't know if you know.
But
what?
they started, not me.
You can answer in English.
We could have just been speaking in German all the time, or we can do the next interviews
That
in
would
French when Mets comes
That would
around.
be tough for me, but yeah, we can.
French is also not like my language,
also German,
but it's like merci, merci, beaucoup, bisous, bisous.
Yeah, probably.
This I learned from Turu, Leno. She was all like on the phone, like, bisous, bisous, like bisous, bisous. So.
But I can see there's also a couple of asking in the chat that if we can get some players on, like we didn't decide which player that are for the media call. Like there are 5 players from each club, and whoever likes coming from the club, we will try to get them in and talk with us. So it's not like we can have a wish list for whatever player we want. So
so unfortunately we cannot. I don't know if we can show how does everything actually look like here. So it's actually standing like a lot of journalists, like the Hungarian TV have a place. So maybe we can just show around how actually everything looks like here. So I think this is also interesting. Like if we are showing behind the scenes, so this is like what this looks like.
We have the cozy arena, the cozy spot here with the couches and stuff
exactly.
like that.
That's why everybody wants to come here, because it's more the relaxed place here.
Everybody needs to stand. Like you can see it around here. Everybody is trying to catch the players, and there's so many journalists for only 5 players. Of course, you do get to sit here without a guest every now and then.
My feeling is in general that the players would rather come here and sit and have a casual talk than,
it is also like it's more relaxing, like, and I mean, I have been so many times in the media calls, and sometimes you get the same questions you need to reply, like, and I mean, it's really like what I love on the women's team. Like everybody, it's really open for journalists. You cannot really find someone who is not like up to jokes, up to speak, and something. This I really admire on the women handball. I know that in some men's you need to catch. If some of them don't have a good day, they don't have a good day, and then you really need to pull out of their nose. Come on. Is it true?
Yeah, it is true.
Without being, I really love it. Like, but it's kind of true. And on the woman, my feeling, like, also since I'm making this job, it's like when I had men's and women to compare, they are more open, to speak and to depends on the situation how you catch the days,
Yeah, but also on the other hand, I can understand if they had the same question 12 times and they walk in here and they don't know what to expect. Oh, will it be the 13th time that I have the same question and answer the same?
Also, you have to say one thing. I don't want to talk it down, but also on the men's, there's also like a bigger media. So there's also much more media people who are asking. So I think this is here always very cozy and very, very nice. But they love to come to us. I think that's amazing.
We're the coolest part of the party. That's for sure.
And we love to have them.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's keep it here at Esbjerg for another minute, because you talked them into the final already. The two of us, we see that Gjør is winning it, but why this time? Why
it will be interesting to hear if Noah or Henny comes over here and you have to tell why is Esbjerg not making it with the best player in the world. That's actually just the best.
But this is the incredible on handball. You can have the best players in the world, but they're still not making it.
I agree. You can sometimes, but it's not only
you can and you can't. It's like
it's not only about Henny in general. Also, not putting the pressure because to be fair, they won the Danish the Danish league. In the final, they also played where Nora had an injury. She was only shooting penalties against ECAST. Breistøl had a small injury. Then without Heindal, without Mette Tranborg, and even Henne Reis that was playing, only a couple of minutes, and in case it's gonna be close. So I'm saying, like, without Heindal, Tranberg, Henny, Nora and Breistøl, they still managed to win the Danish league. And how we spoke about ECAST and Odense earlier, and if you can bring them in, well, I think it's a tough opponent for you. I'm not saying Gjør is bad, not at all. They have I think the depth within the squad of Gjør with Minko, Bruno Di Paola, Veronica, Stine, and all those Anna Gros, all those players, they are amazing. But they just kind of struggled this season, and the pressure. Anja knows more about the pressure from Gjør now with not winning the league and the cup. If they don't win this one, it's I don't know if the word failure is the right one, but it's definitely gonna be a disaster for them. They're not being able to win any titles. And let's see how they deal with that pressure.
Yeah, but like, this is also the situation. Like, this is when it's interesting when you make a changing of coaches in this in this thing where it gives new energy. Like, and I've spoke with some players and they was all very excited about Per. So, and I know Per, and he's like really a cool person. But have also this experience to just jump in. He's like this jump-in coach, which is also very tricky. You cannot just come, and you need to have a special feeling how to deal with a team which really had bad moments.
Exactly.
And how to pull now these players out of their frustration, maybe lost confidence, because this is what I listened from the players, what happened in the whole season. Like that they was completely lost, and you saw the way how they was playing. So now it comes this new coach. So maybe it's just the sparkle which is just giving you like this new energy. Then you have the situation like they are saying the same. It is time now again. Like for the last 3 years, no chance for Gjør. So now they also think now it's time again. Stine will stop after. So there's also a lot of emotions what is inside. So you compare what I'm understanding also from your side for Team Esbjerg. That they have a great season. They have everything like also from the player. But on the other side, you have also like this amazing players with this up and downs, and also out of the experience, this little sparkling to having a new coach can give you another energy.
I agree, but I would say in general, if I had to pick a situation to be in, I would rather be in the HBR season and the situation they've been in with 2 domestic titles than compared to Hungary. Gjør was in Hungary, but like we're speaking about Gjør, who's the biggest club in the world on the women's side. So of course it's going to be tight. No doubt about that, but it can maybe also go into extra time. I don't know, but it will be the small things. And also, on the other hand, we sit here and speak about it. For sure, Gjør have prepared everything they can prepare, because it will give a little bit of a sparkle whenever you change the coach. But it's also, for Per, it's also about, now I don't have that much time. How much am I able to change within this tactics and within the team from what they're used to, and also knowing the limit that can change the small things, and maybe that will be the things that can change the outcome from Gjør. It will be this is the biggest semi-final of the 2 of them, so obviously it's going to be tight.
Anja, you can respond to that in a minute, because this is where we're bringing the chat in. We're doing a quick poll here for you guys. So leave a 1 if you think that Gjør is making it, leave a 2 for Esbjerg. So what do you guys think in the chat? 1 for Gjør, 2 for Esbjerg. Anja, you wanted to say something.
Sorry?
You wanted to say something to Martin.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that actually now, like speaking from handball, like from my experience also now when I started to think about from the coach side and everything, I think you're not changing so much tactics right now. I think like my focus, and like if you only have chances like to go on the confidence and to bring them back, because actually if you're seeing the players now, Gjør just came inside, you have amazing players who know handball like this, you know, exactly. And I think like you just have to give them like the feeling back, like take the control, take the confidence, and I think this is like what you can do as a coach right now. I would love to ask him like to what he, because he have been in this situation many times, so that's why I'm saying not every coach can also do this, because I think there you need also, I think as a coach, and especially like some coaches, speaking from ego from coaches, you know, like where you sometimes in this situation have to pull back, and that you cannot just come with the hammer and bringing your system inside. I think it's a very delicate situation to have this finger sense, you know. Hello! Take the microphone. Cool. Yes, whatever. Hello! Welcome, Kari!
Then it is time to switch it over here to Gjør. So we are in our next spot here. Thank you for joining us. What are your emotions ahead of the weekend?
Very excited. Actually, we're very happy to be here. You know, we had a tough quarterfinal against the Vipers, previous 3 times winner, and no, we're super excited to be here and looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah. How special is it always as a Norwegian to play against a Norwegian team and national teammates and play in Norway also? I guess family and friends are coming and looking.
Yeah, it's special to meet our teammates in the national team. Of course, they are a Danish team, but they feel more Norwegian because, you know, like they have so many good Norwegian players. So we know them very well, and they also know us, and this is special. And it all comes out to who can take advantage of this the most, I think.
Just right now, we need to introduce you for the audio listeners that are not having your face ahead of you. We have Kari Brattsedal here. And actually, you joined Gjør in 2018, just after Anja Althaus left. Do you actually regret not having played with her? Or was it the reason why you only joined in 2018 because you finally retired?
Of course, I would have loved to play with Anja, but actually when I came, then I was supposed to play with Yvette, but she finished right before, so I was alone for half a year there, and that was very special to come to the best club in the world and suddenly be alone on the pivot, but it was a great challenge for me, and I'm still here, so of course I love being here.
you know that I actually got asked to make comeback.
Yeah,
but this time I said no. I was just like,
so
it was very close, but there it was like really the decision to stop. But actually, it was very close that we would play together.
That would be nice.
So how you feel like because now you win against Vipers, which is like you say the current champion. So after the season, you had a very difficult season. So did this give you some extra confidence that you actually kicked out like the current champion?
Yeah, I think this is something we totally bring with us into this weekend. Yeah, like you say, we were struggling in the league. We are the only team who are not champions in their own country. So we're coming into this weekend a little different than the others. So this win against Vipers, of course, is for us super important for our confidence, and we will take it with us.
Is it like people, now you said it yourself, didn't win the cup or the league in Hungary? Is it just like the conclusion is that simple, that you haven't performed that well because they didn't win the league, or you know, you were still in the final and you're second, you can still play great, and then on the other hand FTC made it, but is there in some way then the extra pressure on Gjør in this weekend, you know, because the big goal will always be EHF Champions League?
Yeah, of course. In Eto, it's big dreams, and they're high pressure, and it will be this every single year. And when you don't take the cup and you don't take the league, then of course you know what will save the season. Then this is for sure for everyone to feel the pressure for that. But at the same time, it also means we have been struggling this season, and then maybe we come not as these big favorites that someone has thought before, and that can also take some pressure off our shoulders, I think.
But I would just say in general, playing in Gjør is like a lot of pressure on the shoulders. Also, when you arrive with the buses, you see all the fans and also the spectators. And some could also argue about that maybe you have the home advantage here in playing in Hungary also. Like, how does the field team and how do you feel yourself before, you know, entering the semi-final against Esbjerg?
I think the feeling in the team is really good, and like you say, we have some kind of home advantage. We are in Hungary, and this we feel as a very good thing, that we try to take it in, and we try to also take this pressure as a, you know, it's a privilege to have pressure. Someone said one time, and I like this, and this is something that we actually have to use for our advantage. That if we have pressure, it's for a reason, and then we have to use this to our strength.
But I mean, I want to come back to your season a little bit, because as I said, you joined in 2018, you have lived through the highest of emotions, but you have been suffering with Gjør as well. And you have all of that condensed into one season right now. So your season has been, just a roller coaster ride. Why was it like that? Why was Gjør not playing so consistent?
It's very hard to say. I think also for parts of the season we played really consistent, you know, like in the league we started off really bad, and this can happen, you know, like you lose one game early in the season against a good team, but in Hungary if you lose one game you're out kind of, and this is what Fradi did. They won the rest of their games except one against us, and then then you are kind of screwed because of one mistake. And in the Champions League group stage, I also felt like we were really good. You know, we were winning a lot. We were the first one to secure the quarterfinal, and then I don't know if we relaxed a little. It's hard to say what's happening, but unconsciously we are already maybe in the quarterfinal. Then we have some losses there, and you know, so I don't feel like the season has been like totally bad, but at the same time it's not consistent enough. And like you say, also with the coach changing, also gives us something to work a lot with. It's hard to live through this. I also did it one time before, and it takes a lot on the girls and on the team and to stay together. And this I felt like we really did very strong this year, and I think we come here still standing maybe stronger than ever, I hope.
Because Anja and I spoke about also changing the coach. Christian and Ulrik went out, Pierre coming in. What did he bring to did he give the team a little bit of a sparkle, as Anja said it, you know, reminding the players about, hey, you're still great handball players, you know, you just have to get back to the right focus or stuff like that?
Yeah, I think Per came in a very strong way, like giving us confidence, but at the same time having very high demands and being super clear on what he wants and super clear of our strength, but also our weaknesses, and pushing on these buttons for us the whole time. And on this point of the season, that was so important because he had so little time, and he had so little time the whole time. So I think he did a great job. And
we only had a little time with you here as well, but the other journalists are waiting for you, so that's where we would relieve you. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks a lot for your time. And now in Hungarian, good luck.
I don't know how
you
to say
little show off.
Only in Norwegian.
Come on.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah, it's cool. Sok szeretet. Cool. Yeah, wow. After match day 11, everybody would have said these are the clear favorites to win the title. What are your emotions right now?
Well, I think she was very, very realistic. I would call it, like the way how they see it, which can be good. You know, that you're not living in a dream world. Like everything is great, everything. I think they are aware, and also this what she say about Pierre, how he come in, also putting them like if you're like this top player, but telling you the weaknesses and being like clear in this where we have to work on, can be like I say, it can be the sparkle in the right moment. They are aware that the season, even she say it felt good, but in the end it was not that like you expect.
Yeah. To me, she kind of said it herself. It's the biggest club in the world. Automatically, there will be a lot of pressure on them. So, whenever Gjør, to me, at the moment, is in a EHF FINAL4, they're kind of the favorites.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is.
With the pressure,
that's
and if
why you didn't predict them into the final.
Well, you can be the biggest club in the world and still not succeed. Yeah, it's but the same with the league and everything else. It's like I would say Barcelona is probably on the men's side the biggest one, and they also not always succeed with the biggest goal, which is the EHF Champions League. But to me, Gjør is the biggest club.
But in the end, even if in the final four, you can actually all four put in the final, because like everybody who is here deserved to be here and are the best in the season. You know, so. And kind of, I mean, Gjør have this historic, and plus, I think she said, all right, if you, or you said, like, when you're playing Gjør, you have the pressure, you know, so, for example, what I say before, like, when people are, like, young players asking me if they got the offer from Gjør, in some situation, I'm honest to them and say, you're not ready to play in Gjør, you know, like, because if you go to Gjør, you need to handle this pressure, you know, like, you need to be, Anna Gross, best example, she said it once herself, I think she was sitting with us, like, when she was first in Gjør, she was not ready for that, you know, like, now, after she make her career, she make a step, she learned, now she's ready for that, you know, so she was ready, so it is really not the same club like the other, so there's a lot of expectations, but also now, like the situation in Hungary, the Hungarian league is really strong, and you really cannot make mistakes. Even also Fradi, they were struggling at the beginning, like they have also coach changes after 1 month,
for sure,
one and a half, so, you know, like, and they struggled also, like, completely, but in the end, they got it better in the league, you know, so it's like, right now, if you saw the Hungarians, none of them was like this whoosh.
What's talking advantages for Gjør and also the pressure is that all the players have kind of dealt with that kind of pressure before, because they are the most experienced one, all of them, national team players, everyone experienced anything in the national team. So if there's anything that's talking advantages also for Gjør, it was definitely also they've been here before, it's in Hungary, and also super experienced. I think almost all of the players are super experienced.
Yeah. And especially if you're looking at that Gjør squad, it always blows my mind how many of those world-class players have never won a single Champions League title. Talking about Sandra Toft, talking about Anna Gross, talking about Estelle Nzeminko. for some of them, it will even be the last chance to win this Champions League title. So with all due to respect, Anna Gross is changing clubs to Krim. I don't know whether she has the biggest chances of winning the EHF Champions League women there. But yeah, is that something that is in the minds of those kind of players?
I think that you always have this in mind. I mean, this is the biggest thing what you're in the club competition you can win, you know. So and also if you have been now here like year for year, you know, like this is something which you want, and of course this is always, even if you don't want, unconscious, this is all the time knocking. I want this, I want this, I want this, you know. So it's like somehow it will be there, but then it's the question about the mentality of the player, you know, like is it pushing you or is it pulling you down, you know, like so this is like the big thing. Like some players, like even if you have it, like then you will just play like this extra when it's knocking, say yep, now extra more, you know, more precise in the shoot or whatever, or more focus. Or maybe some player who is not ready for that will get the pressure, will hold you back. So this is the interesting part to see.
I agree. It's just that like we also want Sander Toffen and Agons to have a Champions League title, but it's not like we can just hand them out to everyone else. Sadly, we're not in that position. But I agree with the thing about having in the mind, either it pushes you or it's going to remind you about whenever you're 2 or 3 goals down. Oh, it's my last chance. You know, not overthinking, overstressing it. But they're experienced. They've been here before, and I think Kjør, the team that can go into the arena. I think they have the pressure, but they will still just go in. It's like a normal, it's not a normal day in Kjør, but it's like they do it every time they enter in the league, every time in the cup. Everybody wants them to win, everybody expects them to win. But Kjør is still Kjør, and it's as I said it earlier, the depth within the squad, I think it's unbelievable good, the quality in the team, goalkeepers wise, line players wise, backcourt. The dangerous thing is about when you mention one position or one player, then you forget about something else, and that's Kjør. So basically, it's just the way. And that can also play a role in a weekend like this, you know, to have the depth within the squad. Yeah, so.
But telling you like from pressure like situation, like for example when I announce or like when I know I go to the last Final Four like with Vardar, you know, like, and my season was not good. Like I didn't felt well. I had like a really back injury which was taking me a lot of time. Vardar was giving me like this situation. Okay, now it's time to stop. You know, like, and my future was like in one moment really like I don't know if I continue, and in one moment I just decided okay I will stop because it didn't felt well anymore in this moment. I went in this Final Four, and I was not sure if I would play, to be honest. You know, so and everything was really weird, and then in this moment like they put me there in this final like out of nothing, and in my head it was like I want this trophy, like and this boosted me. Like in this moment I was like an animal, you know, like, and in this moment I wanted to prove everybody like first of all that they was wrong, but the second I wanted to prove myself that that I can still do it, you know, like, and for me it was a booster, you know. I make a perfect game and everything. It didn't help in the end because then it's also a team sport, you know. So but in the end that's why I'm saying like it can help you like in certain situations in which state you are also right now of your career.
Anja the animal.
Yeah, it was really like you have no idea, but I was always like this, you know, like I was this angry one, you know, like we can be friends before, but if you have the wrong shirt, like oh my god, I will kill you.
Not just the animal, the angry animal.
But it is like that. I also actually had a coach earlier that didn't want us to talk with any of the opponents before because he thinks the mindset should be like I need to kill you later. So how can you stand and chit chat and then like half an hour later just be the one to actually, you know, break
their nose.
Yeah, break their nose or something like that. But one thing we probably didn't speak that much about with Esbjerg, which I also think talks in. They got Katrina Heindal back in the squad. She made her comeback.
She did play?
Yeah, she made her comeback in the final in the league also. She played around 10 minutes or something like that, so she's probably not fully fit. But I spoke with her yesterday, and it's also this weekend is the big test for her because today training, a tough game tomorrow, and another game also Sunday. So maybe it's only 10 minutes, but it will definitely also help Esbjerg with the central defense with Iversen, Rikke Iversen, Breistøl, and Kaja Kamp, Michaela Møller, whoever, and also offensively. If she can just have the 2 other players to rest for 5 minutes, so that will be interesting to see what kind of shape obviously she's in a good shape, but whenever you've been out for 5 months, you're a little bit rusty, and you have to shake it a little bit off.
It's 5 months already. Like
I think it's 5 months.
But it's very early, or not? Like
yeah, because I talked to her yesterday, and it was like she actually got a little bit lucky, because normally her ACL should have broken in that situation, but it didn't, which on the other hand gave her confidence, and also her history with injuries. She never had any kind of injuries before where she, for example, jumps and then get an injury. This one was a player landing on her knee, which she kind of changed her mind about, saying that's actually good, because I don't have any things where I jump myself and get injuries. This was somebody landing on me, which I could do nothing about. So yeah, but
still, like, the mindset of injury is like still, if you it's even if it's your first one, it's getting interesting how you're handling this. Like I mean, this is nothing like small. Even the biggest players, like if you have the first one, and especially in this situation, it's still interesting. Even if you don't want to think of this, maybe in some situation you're thinking on this.
But she was pretty confident about it. But let's see which role she can play, and also maybe just giving the team a boost or helping a little bit. But
she's a fighter, like also her energy,
about
which
to say,
is like
she would be the animal as well, and also she's fresh after 5 months without playing, so the 10 minutes she's gonna play, she's gonna give it all, and just completely fine. Maybe let's see what role she will play in the final, but that's definitely also helps Esbjerg a little bit, because I think she's a quality player, especially also defensively and also offensively. So but we are in for a treat with Kjør Esbjerg. Let's just
I just wanted to say it, like, you're really speaking Esbjerg in the final, just letting say.
I am, but I'm not saying like before the season I predicted Metz to win it. So far so good. I don't know which one you predicted. The other one here to my right, I think it was Chesham, Bucharesti, and also Victor had another one. That's a different topic. It's just you keep bullying me when I'm wrong. I remember also last season I had a little bit of getting bullied. Which are fair.
Never from my side.
No. She's always friendly.
She is always friendly, but she reminds you about the stupid bets. The stupid bets.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, right?
It's a typical German thing.
I don't know about that.
We want to speak about the situation again.
Well, I'm fine. Let's get back to Kjør though, because that is a topic that we can talk with you about as well. Because between 2013 and 2019, out of those 7 Champions League titles that were distributed, 5 went to Kjør. Ever since 2019, not a single one anymore. What happened to that Kjør self-perception?
Well, I think there came a lot of changes. I think Ambros, when I went to Kjør, I was like, I was impressed by what they built up there. Like also as a line player, it's always more difficult to come in the squad. Like, because as a goalkeeper, you make your own thing. Like there you're having your cooperation, but you can kind of make your own thing. As a back player, you can, if you need confidence, you take the ball and you just shoot.
Yeah, true. You rely on others as line player.
And on the line player, you rely on the other. You rely on the system, which was like, and there it was so easy to come in. Everything was like really, everybody knows there's role. Everybody had like a system, and so it was really like I called it like this machine which just worked, and you was a new instrument and just continued to work inside there. And then Ambros go. So Gabor, the assistant coach, took over, and things since there started to went well. They win again, but I think still like on the system like what was before. And then step by step something came inside in Kjør, which then changes of players, like players goes, and this machine kind of needed to restart. And I think they struggled since then, like also like to really restart, to come back to this really great working machine. My opinion.
How about you? What do you think?
Well, definitely also with this season in mind that they're bringing in the Danish coach, Christian Danielsen and Ole Kirkelø. They got kicked out, and then they have Per now. It's just been, but it's on the other hand, it's also a club that not only as the players but also as the coach you have to deal with being in Kjør, which is the biggest club. We said it earlier, but I agree with after that, they've been struggling more to find the rhythm.
Struggling is maybe not the right word, you know. It's just like it was not as you was used, you know. Like I think they have the best players, everything. They were still winning everything. They perform well, but not from this what you was used. And I think this is also in a club like Györ, they was like spoiled. I think spoiled maybe is the right word, you know, because like if you was over so many years like really dominant,
exactly, because
you know, and then suddenly something didn't, you know, you change some tricks, you need to start, of course in some moment you need to change some things, and then you have also to start working again, but you are still spoiled from before, so, and then suddenly even you are still amazing club, but then not like this what before, which is like we're speaking on a high level.
Yeah, to me it was more like even before, I don't know why I'm thinking about that, but to me before, when Györ didn't play their best, it's like Györ would still win the game because it was basically Györ. Yeah. And I don't know if it's also the other teams that have become also stronger, you know, Esbjerg, Metz, and also Vipers the last couple of years. So maybe that has something to say also. The level have been equaled out a little bit more. That's an interesting talk.
Hello, come, sit here, take a microphone.
Come on in, Veronica Christiansen. Nice to have you. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice to have you.
We've just been talking about Györ and maybe a little bit the self-perception of Györ throughout the last years. So my opening question for that was between 2013 and 2019, Györ won 5 out of those 7 Champions League titles, but are missing the Champions League title ever since. So what's your read on it? What happened to Györ? It's a difficult one to start in. Sorry about that.
And it's directly a tough one. Bam!
Thank you for that question. I don't know what happened, but I feel that we are in a different period right now. We have grown a lot. This season has, of course, like everyone has seen, been up and downs for us, but we have really grown as a team. So I think right now we are standing really good.
Yeah, and maybe to put it in a positive manner, what makes you what makes you better than in the last 5 years this season?
Like we have been better connected together as a big unit. Mm-hmm. We have figured out, I feel that we have figured out how I can see us as a team, figure out how we can play each other more better, be more connected in defense, and use our strength even more in running, for example.
And I mean, we can have a look at you guys as the only experienced players in this Final Four, because Györ is actually the only team that has ever played a final in the EHF Champions League Women. Is that something that can help you?
I think so, yes. But at the same time, the club is more experienced than the other clubs here right now. But if you see on the players that Metz have, that Esbjerg has, and that Bietigheim has, there is also players there that has been standing in this kind of situations many times. So in general, the whole Final Four now, it will be a tough one, I think.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, to me, Györ are definitely the most experienced teams that are here, and also, as you said, having the season in mind with the Hungarian League and also the Cup. But how are you feeling, Veronica, about the weekend coming up? You experienced a lot with the national team, also with Norway. Is it like usual business being here, EHF Final Four? Do you feel a little bit more extra pressure this time?
For me personally, no. I feel after I came back from pregnancy, I am much more calmer. Okay. And we as a team has also been open up a little about these emotions that we had before the Final Four weekend now. And I feel that everyone has been, we have been open that door, but I feel also now we have closed it because we know that what kind of emotion this weekend will bring. Yeah. And we closed it until the end of this weekend. So we have like the big focus on what we as a team gonna achieve this weekend.
What are you expecting from the fans as well? Especially because, FTC has been ahead of you this season, but now you are basically in Budapest. So still the Hungarian team, but are you expecting local patriotism for you?
I'm expecting that, or I hope. I can't say I expect. I don't know what to expect, but like it's almost home court for us. So I really, really hope that we will have the 8th player on the spectator side this weekend.
Yeah, most definitely.
I find it really interesting when you said that being able to play each other a little bit better, because before you came in, I said that the depth within the squad is super included with you, Stine, Minko, Bruni, Paula, Anna Gross, because you can only play with 3, backcourt players at the time. So it's all about the mix within the players that you're playing with, and also can you call it the chemistry, that whenever you play with Stine, you have to play in one way, and whenever you're playing with Bruno or Di Paola or someone else, then you have to play, I don't know if in a different way, but the rhythm and also how you play it. So you feel like that's been better after Per came, or okay?
Yeah, exactly what you say.
Okay.
That is exactly how I feel and how I see the team right now.
Okay. But what did he change? Did he just come in and remind me? Kari said he reminded us that we're still great handball players, and putting the focus back.
Yeah, I feel that he has come within this enthusiasm and giving every player in this team a role that they feel important for the team. Like no matter how big or small your role is in the team, you feel important. You are important.
You are part of the team.
Yeah.
Yes. You're not left over. So
exactly.
Yeah.
What is your role in the team, actually?
Sorry?
What is your role in the team? How would you describe it?
Will Esper watch this?
No.
No. We're just in between the 4 of us.
No, like I think my biggest role would be defense right now. I think, but also have this calmness that I came back with, to have this calmness in attack.
I actually would like to ask you, because now you get the heavy questions in the beginning just about you. So because you're speaking like this calmness, what does pregnancy actually give to you? Because like I know from so many players, when they got pregnant, everybody say like, I came back different. This calmness, is this the word you're describing, or how you felt the whole period from pregnancy, coming back? You're now mommy. You're a powerful woman on the court, so you're like a superwoman.
Well, I feel like I was lucky, first of all, during the whole pregnancy, that my body let me do or train how I wanted. And now after, as you say, I use the word calm because I feel at home I have something so much important than handball. And I feel that I play more calmer. I don't put so much pressure on myself. I play with my shoulders down, so I'm enjoying much more than I did before.
Okay.
And I think it's also sometimes whenever in sport it goes up and down, and especially when it goes down, then I could imagine coming back home and being reminding, okay, there's something else, and putting your minds off, instead of when handball, it can also be a thing that, whenever we lose, it's like, why did I not do like this? Why did I do like that? Why, all the all good and bad things, and now you can come home and focus on other stuff.
Yeah, and I've been through the worst. I gave birth. Like that's the worst. It's really painful.
Absolutely.
I don't think the losing again can be that painful.
Sweet.
So all the time in this moment, birth.
Unfortunately,
it's not worse than pregnancy. Remind me of that.
I always like asking, like everybody was asking. Like,
we need to cut it here already. Unfortunately, we are at 13:30, so that's why we're getting the signs from the background. So sorry about that, but thank you for joining us, and best of luck for the weekend. It is your home tournament, and let's hope that you guys can play like that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Time's running.
Yeah, it's always like that.
I'll ask my question later.
Yeah, fair enough. She came into to an unlucky timing, because that was just the topic that was going in. I didn't mean to go that hard on her.
It was very rushed, but it's okay.
Yeah, it was a tough one to start with, but
absolutely.
So
at least we can laugh it up a little bit. But what I always find impressive about Veronica, and also she has a sister, Jeanette, also used to play. Like, I always think they look like fit, and the way that they're built.
I cannot stop to watch on her biceps all the time.
She's they are just super fit, and
but they're machines, like really.
Machines are probably the right word to put into it, and I think if you should probably follow any gym or any stuff, then Jeanette and Veronica are definitely someone to watch. And also looking like that after pregnancy, I would say.
If you follow her doing her pregnancy, what she was doing, I think this was like impressive.
Yeah.
You know, like it is already like a miracle, like that what the woman is doing there. But that's why, like, really, sometimes I'm using these moments to point out what actually these women are doing. Like they're giving birth, you're a mom, you're going to training, you're giving your best, like, and you're performing the best. You're taking care of your body, and I think this is something really just a superpower woman. You know,
for sure.
I think this. I love to point out because I think this is incredible. Like some women maybe cannot handle going to a normal job, you know, like, and it's already, and this is not even judgeable, you know, it's just like because it's difficult to be mom. But then you are like a high profile beside and playing sport and making everything. I think it's just respect for that.
Spot on.
Spot on. And that's where we switch it over to our talks about Metz, the fourth in the bundle, if we want to put it like that. Anja, in a power ranking, out of all those 4 teams, where would you put Metz? Just looking at the team's strength, not at the position where they will end up.
Second or third.
Mm-hmm. If you would have to focus on one number.
Oh my goodness,
I'm not giving you the easy way out.
I feel like you're just like you're just going the hard way right now. I know. I think like seeing them this season, I think they played a really good season. Also, like from the power, and I would even probably say number 2. Like,
you can say Metz number 2, but if you said any other team, it's like okay, fair enough. They can also be there.
Like I say, for me, all 4 teams kind of really beside now Gör, which had a really struggle season. Metz played a great season. Esbjerg played a great season. Bietigheim played a great season. Gör played a roller coaster season, you know. So actually, from all these 3 teams, and they have really great like strength for themselves. They have amazing players, but also like the combinations what they're having also between the Danish players and the Metz. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's for
you know, like sometimes it looks like so easy what they are doing, which is really enjoying to watching. Like I really enjoyed to watch some Metz games. So.
But as we spoke about power ranking, to me, I can also whenever we're making the power ranking, but we always hope for the Cinderella stories. We also hope for the surprises and something crazy to happen. So in 2 days we can speaking about power ranking and whatsoever. But let's see, and it will be the small things once again. But also, Metz looking strong, and as you said, I also think it has something to do maybe with the chemistry outside the court. It seems like a well-balanced team with Christina Burgård and then Mette Hansen, also the Danish. It's not only about them, but they function well outside the court as well. And sometimes or often you can see that on the court as well. So
for example, AM for me it was like really nice to see her again because like if we are totally honest, the last years in Gör, she was not AM anymore. Anna Mette Hansen, she was not this powerful player what we are used from her, and I really like her. Plus playing together with her, I know how much she's working for it, and then seeing her in the last years in Gör, I was sorry to see that, but now seeing her back in Metz, she really got some boost, you know, and also now, especially for her to come here, now with Metz, she was used to be here with Gör, you know, but also for me it's interesting to see what this extra energy can give to her, you know.
Allowing her to also play and do mistakes, and AM also, as you said, brings a lot of power and also a lot of attitude, and especially whenever often she's going 1 versus 1, it's all about the power. But Anne Hansen in general is just a incredible story, playing second league in Denmark once and being in the national teams, but still playing second league, and it's like that's not that often that you hear about that. But with Metz now here, Anja said it pretty well. I think they are pretty well balanced. Metz, it's the team that comes here for me with they believe in themselves. It seems like, and winning domestic titles and cup, and it's just like I'm also with having last season in mind. You know, when they won with 6 goals in Ferencváros, I was like, okay, they're through, and probably thought that themselves, and then they ended up losing with 7, and they weren't here. Let's see.
I feel like Metz almost has the greatest shooting power in this EHF Final Four, because you do have Sarah Buktit with 97 goals. She's the best goal scorer still within the tournament. But then on the second and third spot, you have Christina Jørgensen with 91 goals, and you have Chloe Valentini with 89 goals. Normally, those are numbers where you lead the board within your team, but still there's Sarah Buktit. And she's just given us impressive numbers at only 21 years of age. I'm super impressed by what she plays.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. That's why I think the balance is really incredible. Like also like the speed what they have, like with which they play, but also like the from the tactics, from the shoots, like also from the defense. I actually like the defense in Metz. So speaking of like for who have the best defense, like in on this weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be super interesting. Buktit is, to me, an unbelievable player at a really early stage. It's just also about handling the pressure. And for me, what we think about Metz as a club, but we also have to look at the players. They maybe compared to Esbjerg and Gjør, they lack a little bit of experience in terms of it's not. Maybe they do lack a little bit of experience with the EHF Final Four. And Mette Hansen been here before. I think it's Valentini also been here before and players. So it's not Jørgensen hasn't been here, Buktit hasn't been here before. So there's also about them, being able to handle that pressure. But Christina Jørgensen, to me, I said it earlier, is also like MVP player to me. The way that she connects with Buktit, the way that she's been delivering just in general. Let's also have in mind that Burgård is also her last season in Metz. She's also changing, and she's also a power woman with a lot of emotion. So there's but the key player to me, we said it earlier, is Sako also in goal.
For sure. I think she is like unbelievable. I think her season, and to seeing her, how she's flying around. Did you saw her goal?
No, I actually did not.
I saw she makes some shot. I don't even know in which way. I just saw it on Instagram, and I just saw like she came in attack and they just give her a ball and she just
really
shoot. I have to find it for you. And I was just like, wow, okay. That's amazing. The French goalkeepers obviously like to be in attack, like Chloe. Just remember of this, like when she
when the goalkeepers start going goals also in offense like that, then there's something about it.
And you really got to watch out.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have to find it. I will show you. This is like it
reminded me of the goal from the European Championship with the men's from Georgia.
The Georgian goalkeeper who sprinted out the goal. But he gave an assist.
Was it an assist?
I think he only gave the assist.
Okay, but it was still unbelievable scenes there. But yeah, that's a different topic maybe. But it's always nice when something unusual happens. But
who are you always waving to and giving kisses?
I'm sorry, so I'm so excited.
All good.
I didn't saw them now for so long time, and we're just like writing and like sorry, I'm like very close with the most of them.
You're totally fine. I mean, that's what you told us just this morning. Well, guys, I didn't even manage to go to breakfast because there were so many people. I needed to talk to.
Yeah, but I just say also like I'm so excited to see the players, but then there come also this language things, then you're starting to speak here German, they're English, they're Danish, and then usually like after Budapest, I don't know what is anymore, what comes out of my mouth, So if you asked me also earlier for my emotions, like
I don't know
now,
what's coming out of my mouth.
Which language? I'm speaking about the language. But even from the emotions, for example, for me here to coming here, I'm so excited just to see all of them because I'm following them the whole season. To see the ups, the downs, listening, sometimes knowing them. For example, now I just waved to Anne-Mette Hansen, she's a very good friend of mine, and when we played in Gjør, we was every day together, and seeing her in the last year struggle, that's why I'm also saying I'm so happy for her, and I can't now just wait to hug her and to tell her that I'm very happy for her, to see her back, like with her energy, like I know her,
To catch up, they are on the road all the time, so it's the chance for you to catch up with the old former teammates and speak with them. I can understand why it's very...
Yeah, but I think this is also the incredible world which we are living in. I mean, like, the handball world is really kind of special, you're not... I have contact to so many other sports, but I think, I must say, like, this what we are having from connections in handball, you're not having in all other sports. Like, for example, now, if you know somebody, but I don't know him, but, so we are automatically connected, and I think, like...
This is your friend, then we're friends.
Then, exactly, but but this is like the handball world is it's going, and I love it. I will never exchange this world, because this is the friendships, everything what you're doing when you're going through really to a war. Like you're going to war to the whole season, and if this bond is you forever.
Well, it was very sweet of Anja, because I never experienced someone knowing me without knowing Anja.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, let's keep it here at Metz. You predicted them to the final, right?
Yes.
And
You
will
didn't.
be. I didn't. So in your perspective, it will be their inaugural final. So it will be the first time. They have tried it.
Hello.
Ah, great. Nice to see you, Alina Greisius. Just joining us right here.
Hello.
Hey. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Cool that you're around. And yeah, we've just been talking about it.
Not the tough big questions.
No. Metz has not made it to the final yet in their history. Why are you gonna do it this time?
Just to let you know, he's very on fire right now. He's not starting with easy questions. So like, how it's nice to see you. Or like, great, how are you? No, he just like, bum.
Okay.
He's just like,
Then that is the second question. How are you? How are your emotions ahead of the weekend?
Really good. I'm so happy to be here, and exciting for the weekend, of course. And your second question, maybe. No, I think we have a really good team, and we played a really good season with the group phase, with the first place in a really hard and tough group. I think if we bring our performance on the field, then we have a good chance to go to the final. But nobody talks about Bietigheim, like everyone say like, Bietigheim. I see the expert, like everyone is like, on the fourth place. But they are stronger. They beat ECAST 2 times. We lose against ECAST 2 times in the group stage. So it's, I think, a good warning to take it serious. And they have a strong team. They have a strong performance, and they have nothing to lose. And sometimes this is also a big strength in such a tournament.
They also said that they felt pretty comfortable in this underdog role. Going into against ECAST and Odense. Nobody was predicting them to win, and they did, and we're in some way the same case now here. Nobody kind of predicts them, but is it extra special for you to play against the German team, because it's also a history for them being here, Bietigheim, for the first time? So just in general, for German female handball, it's super great also, but is it like extra motivated for you to?
Extra motivated, I don't know, but
you are super motivated before.
Yes, but of course I know this team pretty well, because I played the last years every time against them. But they also know me. It's a little bit 50-50. So
it's like the mind game. They know me. I know exactly what they're doing. This is the same when you have a best friend as a goalkeeper who knows you very well. So
yes. So it's it's one game, and we saw maybe also the last FINAL4 tournament that there are some surprises sometimes. So of course for them it's nice to be in the underdog world, because it's every time like this. If you lose, you can say it was okay for us. We are here in the FINAL4, and if you win, you are the big stars. So of course we have maybe a little bit more pressure, but I think we are also good with this.
Metz, just to me, is I actually have to say this because I predicted Metz to win the EHF Champions League before, but it just seems like a well-balanced team winning the group phase. You won the French League, you won the French Cup also, won against Chesum Bucharesti. It was also not an easy opponent in a quarterfinal. It just seems like you're in a good place this year, and also, I know for you it's different, but last year getting knocked out in the quarterfinal, like it's also a team with not that many players been here before. Like it's super extra motivating, and I kind of feel the hunger within the team also to be here and compete.
Yes, of course. You can feel that the last year was really hard, of course, with the tough lose against FTC, and you feel that everyone is maybe on top motivated to go, and we play against CSM, and we were all like, okay, we won the first match, but think about last year and take it serious, because otherwise we will maybe also lose. So yes, but as you said, we have a good team, a well-balanced team, and maybe also not so easy for the opponents to to see what gonna happen. Who will be the top scorer? Who will be?
Sure.
I don't know if it's Hatta in the goal or if it's Kami in the goal. They both are really good. So maybe this is the most strength we have in this tournament also.
I think
especially talking about that second leg, that was your masterclass performance there. I think you scored 7 goals. Talking about that extra motivation, was that something for you as well because it's your upcoming teammates there?
I try to leave it a little bit outside because it's this season and I want to win everything in this season, and I don't care in the moment what it's with Bucharest. So I try just to play my game to help the team, and this was maybe also like the team performance we need. There I have maybe the responsibility in the end to score the 7-meter penalties, to score 2 goals in the end, which were important. But before it was also like 30 minutes, I don't know, Chris to take the shoots, or Chloe who won all the fast breaks, or Zara who make a great job on the pivot. So we have so many good players, and I think this is the main part, that every one of us get the performance.
One question, like how it's for you, because I was speaking before about like German players, and like how it for you that you went out from Germany. Can you feel like already like the experience you got to go to Metz? Because I was speaking before about Xenia, like that I was impressed how she developed like when she went out of Germany. Can you feel already like this was the right step for you to go?
Yes, definitely. It's like you challenge a bit yourself, and you know it better than me maybe. It's good to have a new culture, a new training, to come in a new team with high performance, of course, with really good players, and as I said, to challenge myself in this area of the game, to fight for playing time, to fight for the big trophies and in big matches, and therefore I feel it was definitely the right step.
Amazing. I was happy that you go. I was really, because I think this is something which is really make you grow, and I see that you grow already, like also like from the way how you're leading the matches and the game. So
it's also like this, it's not only maybe the handball part, but it's also the mental and the physiological part, to be strong all the time, and maybe you have sometimes only 15 minutes on the court, but you have to deliver there. And this is also maybe something I learned during the year, to be there in the right moment.
You stepped out of your comfort zone. When you're there, you're starting to grow. So that's amazing.
Yes.
Good luck for the weekend. I'm really.
Thank you.
After all that Bundesliga time that you had, are you considered a little bit of the BTKM expert within your team? So do they come to you and ask you the questions about their playing style?
Of course, they ask me some questions, because BTKM is also a team who's growing up together over the years. Like, they have many players who are playing together for, 4 years maybe now. And of course they ask me, but I also say, like, when you know Manu, then you know, okay, he watched quite long video sessions. So I said to him, like, in the end, I think you know everything.
Probably more than you in some moments.
Yes. So of course we speak about it, and of course there are some German girls where you can say, okay, maybe they prefer this or this. But it's also during the game, and sometimes they are world-class players, so they can also decide in the game to do something else. So it's always hard, but it's normal that you, of course, speak about it.
Cool. Then I would say let's relieve you for the other journalists that are waiting for your answers. And thanks a lot for your time, and best of luck for the weekend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Viel Glück.
Now he tried to show up with it. Before, like they was bullying me that I speak German, like, and he was speaking Danish all the time. Now he tried to show off.
Yeah, it's because I said viel Erfolg earlier. Yeah.
Danke.
Gerne.
Sweet.
Oh.
Interesting stuff here. Interesting stuff.
You know what I like what you say, which is actually really good on Metz, is really, you never know. They have so much great possibility in 1-against-1, but then also the shooters. Hey! Woo, my dear! And then like just yeah, you know.
Anna Mette Hansen
Hi.
joins us right in after. How's it going? I think that's the most positive start that we had into an interview yet, right?
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
So go ahead, Martin. Go ahead.
No.
We have to say like before, be prepared. He's shooting hard today, like with questions.
Not me.
No, I'm just.
No,
I'm pointing
all
this
good,
way.
all
Like
good.
he was like very tough questions, so be prepared. Like now, serious face, okay?
Should I do the intro again?
No.
No, we're all good. How's it going? How are the emotions within the team before the weekend?
I think it's good. We're really excited to be here, and I also think we deserve to be here. So yeah, everyone is a little excited. Everyone is making fun of me because I have been here so many times before. So they're all like, if I say hi to somebody, they're like, yeah, of course you know everyone.
You know the way,
Just the normal, please.
Yes, like hi, how's it going? Last year was good.
So yeah, but it's funny.
It's special having in mind that you've been here with Gjør before and now here with Mets also for the first time, also with last season in mind. Eileen also spoke about it, the quarterfinal. You don't speak that much about that, but you know, is it extra special this time?
Yes, it's a little special. It is special because I have only been here with Gjør, so of course it's a new team, but I'm really appreciating being here, and I think this year has also been really nice for me to try something else.
Exactly.
And and we're here, we managed.
Yeah, we said that earlier also.
Yes.
Anja also said it's kind of we won't say a new Anna Mette Hansen, but it seems like it's a good change for you also to try something new, and also the connection between you, Burgaard and Jørgensen is also seems like it's a good Danish combination.
Yes.
No, I say actually earlier that I'm happy to see AM back. You know, like because I saw you in Europe like before, and then coming to Mets, and also like the energy from Mets that you really just you flower up again, like and also from your energy, and so I was very happy to see this. So and also like now we have a new guest.
Yeah. That's the
Like
guest we've been waiting for.
All us from Mets
Yes,
just
I
dropping in like,
but actually I was already saying like we are waiting that the president is coming here. So because we had already like a very good time.
I'm the star of the team.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't play with a skirt, but I'm the star of the team.
Maybe you should start wearing a skirt, no?
Yeah,
Okay, and tell me how it is to have a president like this.
Yeah, but it's good, no?
Be careful.
It's been really nice.
I'm still 1 year, you know.
I have 1 year left, I have to take care. No, it's good. I think it's a club who takes everything very seriously, and we do a lot to improve, and also for the fans, and I really appreciate this. Yeah, he's a good guy.
You say actually when we met, you say it's good to be back.
Yes, of course, because for us it's a miracle. I'm not going to cry to say that we have a small budget, but I say it. And of course we lost 9 players last year, like Bruna De Paula, Maslova, etc. So it's a very good surprise, but we knew that with such a player to take us very up, it was possible. But it was also a very hard group that we have, and we finished first. It's a good surprise. So what I can say is first time we came like outsider here, and we were very surprised to be here. Now I'm still surprised to be there, but I say perhaps it's our place, perhaps.
Yes, but we will see. Like also from the first time when you have been here, did you still think about this, or what went wrong in this time as a club? Like when you was for the first time in the Final Four?
I didn't understand.
When you was in the first time in the Final Four, it didn't went like you expected. You was very disappointed after.
No. I let AM answer no, perhaps no. But,
but in general, like the Mets team, there are a couple of players. You've been here before, Valentini been here before. Is it something like you can gain the experience and pass it on to maybe Christina haven't been here before, Sako and all the other players, they haven't been here before, like because it's different being here. You know it yourself, entering the big arena, everything is bigger, and like is it something like you speak with the other players about?
Yes, especially if they want to know something, I tell them and tell my experience, because of course we don't have so many players who tried it before. We have some with the national team who tried different things. True. But I think this is the biggest you can do as a club, as a team, to go here. It's just kind of special feeling when you walk into the lobby and you see 3 other teams and you know a lot of people, or maybe you don't know anyone, and it's just not as strange, but it's like a special feeling to enter and like just hi, and tomorrow we're going to be enemies on the field, and then we're hugging and speaking about the last time, and this is I think this is maybe the most strange thing, or how to say.
But I mean, especially you in your first year here, and now the 9 players that you guys lost last year. Could you imagine that your first year in Metz would be so successful?
I hope for it, because I also changed to go here so we could go to the Final Four.
I could imagine, because in the contrary, I should not ask her to come to Metz. I was certain that it was important for us because we lost so many players to have an experiment player. Yeah. And what is extraordinary with AM is that she doesn't speak, she only answers when you ask her. And it's extraordinary because she doesn't behave like a star.
Should be in French,
she could be a star in Metz because she won, I think, two or 3 times. She was captain of this amazing team of Győr, and she arrives in Metz, and we can't imagine this because she's so how do you say, discreet? I don't know, discreet. But when you ask her, you know that there is something behind that you can have it. For me, it's very important. I'm so happy of my choice to fight hard with her manager to make her come. So I'm so happy because first time I thought it was possible for AM Hansen to come to Metz. It was the first time that a player from Győr make the other way. All my other players go to Győr. The road back, we don't know it.
So now this is the success story, the first time.
I like to make
history.
Good choice.
Yes,
she likes to make history. I love the sentence.
It is a magic story.
That could be the quote for the day. But a little bit of a tricky question is that a lot of people would like to put Bickenheim in the underdog role. They're here the first time. They're kind of the surprise. They knocked out 2 Danish teams. Do that put extra pressure on Metz, since you have the Győr-Esbjerg semifinal, which is a close one, I would say. Metz here are the favorites. Do you feel a little bit of extra pressure also because Metz been here before as a team?
Of course, when you come here, you have pressure.
Yeah.
With everything is different. This is an amazing competition, so there is pressure. What I can say is that in a friendly game, we lost already 5 times
before the season
against Bickenheim, but it was friendly. Now is a good moment.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not friendly anymore.
The moment of truth.
I don't care to be champion of friendly games.
Oh, okay.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
But I also think, like you say, it's. I think it's very dangerous to play against a team like this because they have a lot of confidence and they have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
So they can give everything, and if they lose, it's like, but everybody expected us to lose, And if they win, it's like another new story to their amazing journey. They have to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, but I think we are ready to everything because we had a special last month. We lost 6 months ago against Brest, and we knew that in championship we couldn't lose 1 match. So it makes now 6 months that we didn't lose a match, and we are used to play with a gun here.
Yeah.
So it's. I think we are ready for it. We have experiment player, and we just won French championship. We won French Cup, so we arrive here at the good moment.
I said it to Alina also that you won the league and the cup, and you seemed like actually the most well-balanced team within. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like everyone know the role, and you're in a good moment, as you say, as a team.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. It will be interesting to see, and also
very.
Because Anja actually spoke a lot about you, Terry, that you entering here and coming. You said we need you to come also.
No, it was really I think there's if you're seeing the handball world, you don't find so many really presents which is really part of the team,
yes,
which
I
think now you lifted, and I got the feeling from him, and I think this is also giving a plus to the team. I mean,
I love my players.
Yes, and you're also on the bench.
Yes, I'm a doctor. I don't know if you know it.
I know.
So I'm the doctor of the team. I can't afford another doctor, so I'm free about paying, so I come on the bench also. You understand?
Right.
This whole club, we cannot afford to pay a doctor. So
So you make everything. So is there
Yes,
something else
yes.
what you're also doing? Like
yes,
you're
Manu must take care because if he takes a red card, I want to coach.
But actually, we're running out of time, and we don't want to get in trouble with the president of your club, so that we took too long. No, just one last short question and a short answer. You won the league, you won the cup. No French team has ever won the Champions League on the women's side. Are you ready to write history?
Yes, we're ready to write history, right?
This is the. I think this is.
And you made it said it before.
Yes.
It will be the quote
It's
when
the
we.
quote of today, like of the
Good
weekend.
history, no?
Yes.
No, what I hope is only to do better than the other times. We made 4, we made 3. If we can make 2, I will be very, very happy. We will see.
All right.
Okay.
So
But
we'll see
player
that
are
the
more-
motivation is at another point. But the good thing is you have it in your hands, and that's where we wish you the best of luck
Thank
for
you.
the weekend. And it
Thank
will
you
be
very much.
a hard fight
It's a
between all the
pleasure.
4 teams.
It's
So
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Held og lykke.
Held og lykke. Lykke til.
Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ja, jeg tror, vi slutter på et tidspunkt, men vi er lige lidt. Men du må godt blive. Jeg tror godt, du må blive.
Before you continue talking in Danish, we need to finish it off here.
She asked if we were still live, and I said she can stay. She can stay
Yeah,
if she wants to.
you can absolutely stay, but that's where we would say then thanks for everyone joining us here, whether you were in the chat or on our couch here. It has been amazing talks, and thank you guys for your time as well.
Thank you, Bengt. Also,
I'm looking forward for tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It will be great. It will be great. So
We
nice
will
to
be
meet you.
live.
I think
Clemens should tell us.
2 p.m.
At
It
2?
should be Clemens 2 p.m. when we're live. 2p. 2p it is.
Good
So,
to know. So tune in.
And AM will be on fire tomorrow.
yeah.
Tune in to watch AM and also to be live. Yeah.
I will take over the podcast.
Sweet. Then we'll do it like that, and we are excited for tomorrow. And that's where I would say let's cut it here, and we'll hear each other tomorrow when it's time to talk.